Good day, everyone. How are you today? Are you good? By the way, happy Valentine's Day. Sana ay may jowa dyan. Sana all may jowa. So let's continue. I am going to discuss about Fishpond Layout. So, from the word itself, layout, it means the plan or design or arrangement of something laid out, or to lay out ideas or principles to be able to explain or present them clearly in a fish pond process. So this topic covers the knowledge, skills, and attitude required in drawing a layout plan of or for ponds. After going this topic, you are expected to identify different ponds compartment, determine scaling procedures, and draw layout of different pond designs according to established procedures. So what is fish pond? Fish pond is an artificial body of water surrounded by dikes with the accessories such as gates, pipes, and canals to facilitate water supply management. So, we are found in almost all parts of the country that are used in the breeding, nursery, and grow out various food fishes. So, makita gyud natin no sa mga fish pond, magyunay butanganan para magbuhi og mga isda. So, the fish pond is a common fixture in the Philippines, rural setting, and perhaps second only to the rice fields in terms of providing livelihood and income for farmers. So what are the common units of a fish pond? First is nursery pond. So what is nursery pond? It is for rearing of fish fry to fingerlings size. So the nursery pond, or salvage similiahan, should not be located adjacent to perimeter dikes. The crab holes and the leaks that might open into the pond during the culture process will serve as direct access of fries from the nursery pond to the river. So the manageable area ranges of nursery pond is from 500 to 10,000 square meter per compartment, although 1,000 to 5,000 square meter per compartment is preferred. Mao na siya ang area of the nursery pond. Next is transition pond. For the storage or acclimatization for fingerlings, it is located adjacent to the nursery pond in order to have an effective and easy transfer of fry. So the transition pond compromises about 1% of the total production area. So mas dako-dako ni siya kontra sa nursery pond. Kaya iyang manageable area ranges is from 1,000 to 20,000 square meter per compartment, although 5,000 to 15,000 square meter per compartment is preferred. So, klaro kayo no nga, nasa kodako pa siya kontra sa nursery pond. Third is rearing pond. So, the rearing pond is for raising fingerlings up to marketable size. It is the largest compartment in the pond system. It is also a grow-out pond. So, the rearing pond is a pinakadako nga compartment in the pond system. Kaya nag-comprises siya og 80% of the total production area. Of course, the manageable area ranges is from 1.0 to 7.0 hectares per compartment, although 2.0 to 5.0 hectares is preferred, especially in type weather condition. Fourth is breeding pond. for confining breeders. The breeding pond kay induced breeding of the pond fish. There are fishes which do not breed naturally in confined waters of the pond. Case of some fishes, stripping of the eggs is done, and these are then fertilized by mixing them with the milk of the males. So the fifth, hatching pond. So manghatch sa mga isda for depositing eggs until they are hatched. So it is used for hatching fertilized eggs near the collection grounds, allowing flowing water supply for accelerating the eggs. So manghatch sila og itlog at sa fish pond. So the sixth is catching pond. So karon na kaayo no mangcatch for confining and catching fry, fingerlings, and fish of marketable size. It is constructed at a gate inside the pond where it is intended to be used. So it is served as a catchment basin for fish at harvest. It is constructed at the gate inside the pond where it is intended to be used. So the seventh is head pond. Head pond is for storing reserve water. So it is to supply unnecessary water during normal run-off river operation of the power station pond. So the reservoir of water created by the construction of a dam. Feed pond for producing food such as lablab, lumot, or plankton. So karon na kaayo no feed mo produce og food aron makaon sa mga isda. Water supply canal for supplying water to the different compartments. Mag-supply og water. So the figure 1 mo ni siya ang nursery pond, figure 2 transition pond, figure 3 rearing pond, figure 4 catching pond, and figure 5 water supply canal. So the scale procedure. A scale is a relationship between the physical object and the feature that represent it on a map. It can be reduced or enlarged by a certain amount. For example, the scale, the value of 1 represents the ratio of map, or in meter, to the 10 meter, 100 meter, or 1000 meter distance in the ground. So let us try to solve the problem number 1. So if 1 centimeter on a map represents a distance of 25 kilometer, what is the approximate distance of a length represented by 2.7 centimeter? So ano natin siya pag-solve? So we can set up a proportion to show. So the 1 centimeter over 25 kilometer equals 2.7 centimeter over x. So how to find x? How to solve x? So ayaw ng x ninyo pag itaakay. Wala na ayaw. Basta na siya. Hindi na siya angay, balikan. Give value sa present. So solving the equation of x, we can get x equals, so 1 centimeter divided by 25 kilometers equal to 25. So the copy 2.7 centimeters equals to 25 times 2.7, and the result is 67.5 kilometers. So that's the answer. Common accessory of a fish pond and their functions. So first is main gate. It is the largest and tallest gate in the entire pond system. So mauna siya ang pinaka-taas, pinaka-dako ang gate sa entire pond system. The main gate is a wooden or concrete structure that controls water in the pond system. Secondary gate. It is a gate situated on the partition dikes. It is made of either concrete hollow blocks, reinforced concrete mix, or wood. So the secondary gate controls the incoming and outgoing water in the different pond units. Next is tertiary gate. It is the gate installed in the catching ponds. It is the smallest gate with opening with sa secondary gate. At the tertiary gate kay nag-control gihapon siya sa incoming and outgoing water. Pero pinakagamay siya nga compartment sa pond system. Next is main or perimeter dike. It is the widest among the types of dikes with the most gradual slope. So it surrounds the entire pond system to ensure protection and safety of the stocks. It is composed of the biggest and highest blocks of earth and is usually provided with strong basal foundation and paddle trench. So the secondary dike. This is the smaller than the main dike with gradual slope and which encloses the nursery pond, transition pond, and rearing pond. So secondary dike is pinakagamay siya kontra sa main or perimeter dike. It subdivides the pond system into several compartments with or without basal foundation and paddle trench. And the last one is tertiary dike. It is the smallest and lowest in height, which encloses the catching pond and fry acclimation pond. So mao ni siya pinaka gamay ug pinaka bubuog height, the same na ko charot. It subdivides the pond system into smaller compartments and serve as partitions in the nursery pond. So these are the figures of common accessory units of a fish pond. The first one is main gate, secondary gate, tertiary gate, main or perimeter dike, secondary dike, and tertiary dike. Types of improved fish pond layout. There are 4 types. First one is conventional, second is rotating, third is progressive, and lastly specialized. First is conventional. It consists of one sluice gate and long water supply canal. This supplies the different compartment. Next is rotating. Have one sluice gate, wide and short supply canal, and secondary gates in the different compartments. And the difference between rotating and conventional is ang iyang supply canal kay different. The conventional is long supply canal and the rotating is short supply canal. So the third one is progressive. It consists of one sluice gate, long supply canal, and secondary gates provided to different compartments of progressively increasing areas. So, usaga po siya ang sluice gate pero long supply canal. Ang iyang secondary gate kaya nag-provide sa different compartments of progressively increasing areas. And fourth is specialized. Has one sluice gate, one or two drainage gate, two secondary gates compartment, and a large supply and catching canal pond. So advantages of the improved types of layout. First one is easy control of pond water. Kung maghimo ka ng layout of the fish pond, dapat strong ang iyang pag-control sa pond of water. Next one is easy eradication of fish, pests, and predators. Easy means of cropping. Pond bottom cultivation can be done when desired. Artificial feeding can be conducted easily when resorted to after the natural food of fish has been consumed. And lastly, high productive. So let's go to marginal information of the map. The sheet name or title, it is the name of the map. It should be placed on the top of the map. So, ang sheet name ato gina siya ibutang sa pinakataas sa map. Second is sheet number. It should be placed on the upper right hand corner of the map. So, ang sheet number kay mabutang sa taas nga right hand corner sa map. And the scale is, it should be placed at the center below the map. So, makita yun na to ang scale, aragin na sa center. Ang scale sa center dyan na. And the legend, it is placed on the lower right hand corner of the map. O, makita mo dyan na to sa pikno nga legend na siya sa right hand corner sa lower part. And lastly, the edition note. It should be placed on the lower left-hand corner of the map. So, naa siya sa left-hand corner, makita ang edition note. Layout specification for brackish water fish pond systems. So, the first one is conventional pond system. The nursery pond comprises about 1% of the total production area, or TPA. The transition pond comprises about 9% of the total production area. The rearing pond comprises about 80% of the total production area. The catching pond intended for the nursery pond and transition pond must be at least 2% of the compartment's water area and 1% to 1.5% if it is intended for the rearing pond. So let's solve this problem. A 1 hectare layout of a conventional pond system with the following specification. So, ang kani siyang ubos kay ang specification. The area is 1,000 meters squared. And the nursery pond is 1% of the total production area. And the transition pond is 9% of the production area. And the rearing pond is 80% of the production area. And the catching pond at least 2% of the nursery pond. So, let us solve first the nursery pond. So, let's write the 10,000 there times is 1% the total production area is equals to copy the 10,000 times, let's convert the 1% into decimal number. So, mahimo siyang 0.01. So, 10,000 times 0.01 is equals to 100 meters squared. The next nga atong solve is the transition pond. So, 10,000 times copy the 9% because of the production area equals to copy the 10,000 below times convert the 9% into decimal form. May mo siyang 0.09 equals 10,000 times 0.09 is equals to 900 meters squared. So, muna siya ang answer sa transition pond. So, next is the rearing pond. Copy the 10,000 times copy the total production area of rearing pond is 80%. So copy that 10,000 below times convert the 80% into decimal form. May mo siyang 0.80 and the result is 8,000 meters square. So the catching pond is equals to 100 times 2% equals copy the 100 times 0.02 equals 2 meters square. So that's the conventional pond system. Next is modular pond system. The nursery pond comprises about 4% of the total production area. So makita na to sa figure or sa picture ang nursery pond nga 4%, and the transition pond covers only 6% of the total production area. The rearing pond is divided into 3 production process states. So makita na to ang rearing pond nga divide into 3 production process states. The main idea is to transfer the fingerlings to the next larger module. So lastly is multiple stack or harvest system. There will be at least 2 nursery ponds comprising 6% of the total production area. A fish holding kennel which holds fingerlings when the rearing ponds are being prepared covers at least 1% of each rearing pond's area. It is connected to the rearing pond in such way that each RP or rearing pond will have a separate fish holding kennel. The rearing pond covers up to 94% of the total production area including fish holding kennel. The general practice is to stack at different times, different size, and different group of fingerlings and harvest the bigger ones selectively and with the use of the grill net. So makita gina nato ang farm sa stack harvest system na na-jud siya ang forma. So be a fish in the pond who is unselfish rather than being selfish. By Ayush Singhan. So that's all for today. Thank you. If do you have any questions, feel free to ask me at my personal account. Alam mo ka, wow, ay narak po at your service. So thank you very much and happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Goodbye.